All right, Soviet Russia here. Today, have a little video um, about this sucker, Knex Pistol, compact Knex Pistol. I said this before. I'm terrible with the counts. Anyway, point is, 10 years ago, I made this, and it was on Mr. Picklenator. And again, I was like 16, 17, 10 years ago. So this sucker's existed for a long time on the internet, and I've watched it a few times. It's still up on the internet, so I know it is. And just the other day, I was scrolling through, and I mentioned this in one of my other videos that I figured out his name. Willie Ghost has a tutorial for this pistol, and yeah, this video is for you, buddy. Because again, totally cool. Like these are little kid toys. Like literally, someone your age should probably be playing with them. You know, not me. I'm 26, dude. Like super nerdy, super stupid, whatever. I don't really care, but when I when I glanced at it, it had a striking resemblance to literally exactly this, and I was like, "Huh, that's crazy." Like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna see what he did with it, and I'm gonna see if I at least get a shout out, you know, or like, hey, maybe he says something like, "I enjoyed making this pistol so much." Literally, you just say Knex Pistol, whatever. I don't remember your exact wording in your title. Click on the video, and I know you got a couple different of that gun, all right, and you just change a couple things on it each time, and you talked about it a little bit, and it's one of them's literally just an instructional of you putting it together, and then you're like, yep, and this is that, and this is how I don't know, this is how I know that you tried to change it because the ramrod I made in this one literally is flush with the front of it, like that's how I wanted it. That's why it's red, a red rod, because it's literally like perfect size for this whole thing. So when it's not cocked and ready to shoot, it's literally this size. Okay, so when I seen yours, and yours, you got the gray rod that goes clear the heck out to here, and sticks out this far. I mean, which is it, I'm sure they go farther. There's more tension on it, but your dude in the instructionals, man, like your trigger exactly the same. The piece underneath, right? The sliding, the basically just the sliders for the bullets to sit in for the bottom and the top are exactly the same, but you changed the ramrod size. You changed this to a different little funky one of these pieces because I did watch a video, and then you put these on. You put these little trap doors on, but you put the little buttons facing the wrong way for starters, and then you didn't even utilize the size of the white rod to fit in there. Right, in yours, you said it shot one, like one at a time. Well, it does shoot one at a time. It's bolt action, but dude, that's why this is back here. First of all, it holds four at a time. All right, white rods, front and back. So that way you can cock it, shoot it. Empty these, put them in the front, cock it, shoot it. It's got four. Right, I'm gonna do it right now. So 1, 2, empty the back, load them in the front. Takes a couple seconds, yada yada. And yeah, I just launched both. But anyways, yeah, and this one isn't quite perfect. There's still a few bugs in it, but and like little tiny stuff that you didn't probably see. And I don't know, I made an instructional for it. I don't know if I included this at the time, but I put the little tubing for like some racetracky roller coaster thing or whatever in there so the trigger doesn't go too far up, so it'll stop right there. And like I had a bit down here that was for the safety, and I don't have that on there right now yet because literally, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I just made this in like 3 minutes because I saw your comments on my stuff, like great minds think alike, and oh, that's crazy, we must have just both came up with this, and you've only been on here for 3 days, man. Like, how do you? Yeah, 3 days on this new account because I didn't really care about YouTube for 10 years. So, but anyways, so yeah, I just this you should actually, if you're gonna steal it, like at least improve upon it, right? Or at least do it the way it's actually supposed to be. And anyway, like I said, not the biggest deal ever, dude, but for future reference, because some people will sue you at some point in your life if you do this with real life stuff, okay, or even YouTube, because everyone, like, you can make money on the internet. It's ridiculous, not even a real job. But the point is, next time just have a disclaimer or something, dude, like, hey, I did this on my very first weapon that I ever made that had a magazine, because I was stuck, dude. When I was probably younger than you, first starting to make these, they looked stupid. The guns looked really, really bad, and they had one shot, and that was it. I was like, I want to figure out how to make a magazine. I looked, I don't even remember the guy's name. I haven't seen the gun on YouTube forever, but followed some dude's idea, and I'm like, you know what? I don't like doing this. I've never built something anyone else has ever built because I like my own stuff, but I built the whole thing from his instructional. Or I don't even think he had an instructional. I just watched the video and paused it, like old school. I just sat there and paused it and played it and paused it and played it and paused it and just basically copied his entire design, made it for myself. Okay, it worked, whatever. And then I was like, you know what? Okay, now that I get the concept, I'm going to revamp this whole thing. Literally redid the entire magazine. And I redid, there wasn't even a trigger mechanism. It was literally just this. It was like, you know, something blocking the ramrod, and you just push it with it. That's not a trigger mechanism. Anyway, so I redid the entire thing and made a removable magazine and an awesome trigger assembly system that worked just flawlessly, basically. And it was awesome. And then when I finally made a video on it, I said, hey, by the way, now that I have all this crazy stuff and this gun is awesome, I did originally get the idea for this magazine from someone else. I didn't need to say that because it was totally different. I just said I got the idea from somebody else. So anyways, Mr. Picklinator, look him up. I have an actual instructional from 10 years ago on how to actually make this entire thing. It's probably 10 or 15 minutes long, but if you want to actually make this gun the right way, look up that instructional, and I probably will make another one. So anyways, this is what it's supposed to look like, Willie Ghost. Have a nice day, guys.